Hi, I'm Kelly Ankney of Equine Energies. I do equine body work and energy work. What I do consists of myofascial skeletal releases. I also do cranial sacral therapy. I do biotherapy. And I also do photonic light therapy and emotional releases. Everything I do combines to make a horse that's better in balance in body and its brain. Yoga is a program developed by of Circle Limb Ranch, as well as myself, to help to develop and keep your horse supple in its mind as well as in its body. You use these moves before and after you ride, as well as when you cannot ride, such as when the cold weather sets in. Not only will your horse have less injuries and perform better, but you'll also develop what Michaela has termed herd value. That means by helping your horse feel better and by touching him and handling him, it'll cause your horse to view you as a very good part of his life, and it will help enhance your relationship with that horse. Next stretches, you can use treats in order to do this. If you're not comfortable doing treats, you can just try and see how well your horse will do it. We're not using treats today. So the first one is you stretch your horse down here and try to, come here. Now this is not a horse we've used before, so I wanted to use a horse that everyone can see, you know, what their horse might do the first time they ever do these exercises. So you're just trying to reach his head down. You do little bumps. And that's a good stretch right there. That stretches his top line, even just going down that far. Eventually, what we like to get is straightness in his head and to put his head between his legs. He has some stiffness issues in his neck, and he has hock issues, so he's stiff in his hindquarters right now. So he's only going to be able to do part of these stretches today. So that kind of gives you the idea of how to stretch his top line, but you keep his neck as straight as you possibly can. Then you also go side to side. You ask him to pull his head back this way, and all I'm doing is slightly bumping his head, asking him to reach around to the side, and if he moves, just move with him. And he's stiff and resistant, so you just go as easy as you can. You don't pull. And really, that's about all he's going to give me on that side. So we'll try this other side. There we go. That was a nice soft stretch. That's what we're looking for. We're going to do the leg stretches. This affects the shoulder when you pull the leg up. Your shoulder can be affected by saddle fit, by hoof problems, shoeing, and any compensation in the body. It will also help stretch all these muscles in the girth area. So you ask for him to pull his leg forward. You support it with your leg. You pull it up as far as you can into your, it's almost like in my groin area. You hold it, and then you make, inside circles. You do not pull the leg out. You make small inside circles. Sometimes they lean on you. You just keep holding it until they relax, and they start giving. He's starting to lick and chew, so that means he's giving to me. He's relaxed. Once you get the relaxation, you put the foreleg on your thigh, and you just let him slowly slide it down and plant the foot flat on the ground. And then you do the same thing on the other side to the other leg. Okay, now we're going to do the belly lifts. You might not get much lift in the very beginning. Sometimes they're stiff. They get very stiff right here in the psoas area. So they might not lift up very much, but baby steps. As you go along and they get stronger and more supple, they'll lift up much better for you. This will help strengthen and relax and soften the top line of the horse. They need to have a soft yet strong top line in order to be supple in their movements. So what you do is you find the sternum, the midpoint underneath the belly. You start up right directly underneath the withers, and you do little scratches, and you just sort of lift up from your legs. Don't lift up from your back. There's not that much lift in the withers. As you go back, make little tickles, go back and forth, and usually there's a spot here, just a little bit. Usually there's just that little tickle spot where they start rounding up their back a little bit more. This is really hard to do. For some horses it's a breeze, for others it's not. He has issues, so he's going to be a little bit more stiff, as you saw. You didn't see much lift there. He was stretching a little bit. He's put his neck down. That's great. That's what you need. As you go along, it'll slowly get better and better. So just keep trying. Okay, as you stand behind the horse, grasp the tail underneath where the tailbone is. So you're just grasping hair. Whenever you pull back, you stay level with the croup of the horse. Do not pull out this way. You stay in the same level zone right here. All you do is take a hold of it and just lean back until they start. See how he pulls forward? You want that. They're pulling. Just let them pull. You just stand there and stay straight. This actually feels really, really good to them. Okay, and then you just slowly relax your hole so you don't get them off balance. And drop the toe. And finally, we have the butt tucks. These help stretch out the top line also, helps them round up their back, suck in their stomach. It's almost like horsey sit-ups. You put your hand on either side of the tail, that width from the tail. You put your hand or your fingernails kind of into their muscle. Add pressure and slide it down that muscle, and then push in so that they arch their back and suck in their stomach. You can do that several times, and you can hold it and make them hold the stretch, sit-ups, and then release. So now you have some tools to make a difference in your horse. The resulting suppleness in your horse's body as well as his brain will serve both of you well in anything that you decide to do with him. Plus the added bonus of increasing your herd value will make a huge difference in your relationship. It's a win-win. If you're interested in body and energy work that I offer, please check out my website at www.equineenergies.com. And thank you, Susan, for letting me borrow your horse today. River did a great job. Thank you, and I would love to hear how you and your horses do with the Topline Yoga.